What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing my KDP income report for the month of February. Now if you're new here, my name's Paddy, and every other day I like to bring out videos teaching you how to make money with nothing more than your internet connection and your laptop. So go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. Also, if you're serious about low and no content book publishing, then check out that link in the description below to go to the LCB Vault. Within here I add brand new trainings every single week on everything I'm doing to increase my royalties. You can also get there by going to the lcbvault.com. So this is a playlist dedicated to my KDP income reports. If you want to see all the other videos, I'll link the playlist right there right now in the right hand corner so you can go through, watch those videos and see my progress over the last year. Now this video was for the month of February. January was the video before this in the playlist where I did 1500 in royalties. So let's change this to February just here. Let that load up for a second. Now a lot of people think that when they see these numbers just here that is actually my sales, but it's not. This is book royalties that I actually receive. Now with this $2,809 which I made in February, not all of that is profit because I did run a few ads as well in February, but nearer the end of the video we're going to deduct that from my royalties to see my actual profit. So let's take a look at my results for the month of February and break a few things down. So as we can see, I made $2,809.55. I actually had a few really great books in the Valentine's Day niche take off, and that's why this massive jump in sales is just here. But we can see at the beginning of the month I was making $60, $72, $74 there. So at the lowest it was right here, which is $24, and at its highest I made $396 on February the 12th. So if we change this to units, we can see how many units per day on average that is. So my lowest day I only sold 10, but on my highest day I sold 193 units. Again, it comes down to the niche that I was in, and a lot of people were buying Valentine's Day gifts, and my book just happened to be one of them. So if we scroll down and go to here, we can see that 61% of my sales came from Amazon.com, 21% from here in the UK, 16% from Canada. So what I've noticed recently over the last couple of months is that my Amazon Canada sales have started to slowly increase, which is pretty cool. And then from here we can see the numbers that I did. So I made that $2,809 and I sold 1,356 units of my books. Now my best selling book for the month of February was this one. It is in the Valentine's Day niche. I do actually share this niche within the LCB Vault, and there's actually a lot of sub niches within this niche that actually sell all year round if you target the right keywords. So with this one, my best selling book, I sold 272, made $716 in royalties. My second best selling was a very similar book. Actually, no, it wasn't. This is just a normal lined notebook, but it was aimed at Valentine's Day gifts, and I sold 181 of that one, made $443 in royalties. Then my third bestseller, now this one is very similar to this top one, same niche, completely different cover and different interior as well. and then this one sold 270, made $291. So I actually sold almost the same amount as this one, but my royalties were nowhere near as much. So why is that? Well, with this Valentine's Day, I'd say this is actually a low content book, not a no content. With this one, this was just a black and white book, whereas this one was a coloured interior. So we all know with coloured interiors, the more pages that you have, the lower your royalty is, and the price increases to have that book printed. So this one's a colour book, and this one is just black and white. And then from here, we actually have one of my kids' low content books, and I sold 82 units of that, made $208. Then my best performing book of all time, I sold 49 units of that, made $133. Now I've noticed recently that with my best-selling book of all time, the sales have slowly started to decline. Now I don't know whether that book's going to come back within another month or two, but they have started to slowly decline, and it's not making me nowhere near as much money as it did all last year. And then we have another one here where I sold 39 units, made $101. This again is very similar to these two books, but again different interiors, different covers, but this one didn't perform as well as the other two. And then same with this one as well, same niche, same type of book. I sold 41 units and made $97 in royalties. So let's go back up to the top just here. Like I said, this $2,809 is not all profit because I was running a few ads, not many, but let's go ahead and take a look at my ad spend. So this is my Amazon advertising account for Amazon.com. We can see lifetime spend, I've spent $1,931 and done over $7,000 in sales. ACOS is still pretty good across the board. So let's take a look at this. So let's go to February. January, I spent $159. In February, not as much as that. And it wasn't a really good month for me with ads. I've started doing a few things differently, which I will be sharing soon as well. But nonetheless, I spent $64.66, so not that much at all. And if we go over to my Amazon.co.uk advertising account, we can see I've spent over $1,000 there, lifetime, and done over $4,000 in royalties with a 26% ACOS. So if we look at that as well, I've actually now had over 1 million impressions. Have I had on that as well? Yep, 1.5 million, which is pretty crazy. But let's take a look at February. So February, I spent £154. Now, if we go over to a dollars to pound converter, we can see that's roughly $196. I say roughly because it's not an exact point. So let's take all that. Let's go over to here. So what I've done that 196.62, add the $64.66, brings it up to $661.28 in the month of February that I actually spent on advertising. So now if we go back over to here, and let's take this, let's take the 2,809.55, take away that 261, so 261.28 equals $2,548 with profit on my royalties. Now it is also going to be a little bit lower than that because I do have expenses like I pay for my Canva Pro, Creative Fabrica and a few other things as well. But this is just my royalties minus my ad spend, and that is $2,548. So a pretty good month. I'm still extremely happy with these results. Now again, don't forget that this is actually actually part of a playlist, and if you want to check out that playlist, click in the corner right there to go through and watch it. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.